Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike, and this is the full Scream 5 2022 commentary. Saw it twice in the theaters. Now I'm going to watch it at home for the first time with you guys. It is out today on iTunes and Amazon and all that. I have not watched the special features yet, but there will be a video for that. Breaking those down, as long as there's something cool in there, and I'm sure that there is. But yeah, let's watch Scream 5 at home for the first time. This may be in video, this may be audio. I don't know for sure. I don't know if my camera battery is going to hold out, but I'm trying to make it in video, so we'll see. But let's get into it. If you guys have never watched a commentary with us before, we can't play the movie here, obviously, for copyright reasons. But if you want to watch it with us, then you will just press play. When I'll say sucking, fucking, and touching, and when I say touching, we'll press play together on the movie. So if you want to watch it, mute my ugly face, if you can even see my face, and then, or PIP it, picture in pipper, fucking shit, however you want to do it, okay? Let's watch Scream 5 together. This will be my third time viewing. Are you guys ready? Ooh, I'm excited. Sucking, fucking, and touching. The movie has begun. The stars are falling on the Paramount Pictures logo. Bum, 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 bum. Fuck. And then I came. All right. Literally, it does not fail. The second the movie starts, there's a delivery guy outside and Thor's going to start barking. Should have fucking known. I should have known. Second cup of coffee of the day. I've already been to the gym. You know, when we first saw this trailer, I complained about the landline. Not complain. I was like, who the hell even has a landline? And I got a bunch of comments like, some people still have landlines, you know. And plus, I like that they put a landline in there. You gotta have it. By the way, there will be spoilers in this. Do not watch this the first time with me, because if you do, I will fuck up and I will say who the killers are. So I'm warning you right now, don't make this your first viewing of Scream, okay? So you see that the inhaler there, the reason that they end up having to go back to Stu's house, that was Richie's plan all along, is because her inhaler was there and she needed it. In the original script, it was just her dad's necklace that she wanted to go back for. What did Ghostface set the voice changer to for this scene? You know, was it like dad who's totally banging your mom, or like your new stepdad? I love this, by the way, because Ghostface in the last couple sequels didn't really fuck with people enough for me. He didn't really trick him enough. Movies. Honest to God, like if that's your mom's boyfriend and he sounds like that on the phone, you should be scared, even if you've never seen a Scream or Stab movie in your life. It's an amazing meditation on my ass. Babadook's good. I'm just kidding. Like my mom's new boyfriend sounds kind of like a dick. All the Easter eggs here, her playing with the knives just like Casey Becker did. I love it. I wish she was making popcorn though. Oh, this is one of those Pornhub dads. I'm out of here. In the script, they also use that smart lock shit for the West kill later in the film instead of this part. Can't remember if it was in this part as well, but I know it was in the West kill. He's running around from room to room, and it's like armor fault, like the windows kept opening and shit like that. It's pretty cool. Also, in the original script, sorry if you guys have watched that video and heard all this, but her and Amber were actually girlfriends, and she sends her a booby pic in this scene, and then finds out that it's Ghostface, and it's like, oh shit, I sent my tits to Ghostface. Jenna Ortega is really good in this movie. I think that honestly, like, and I like Sam a lot. I like Melissa Barrera a lot. I think she did great. I think she's getting a bad rap from some people, but I would not be surprised if in one of the future movies, Sam ends up being the killer, and we were led to believe that she was going to be Ghostface or that she was going to be the new Sydney, when it's actually Jenna Ortega. She's just so damn good in this movie. What kind of hot sauce is that? I'm here to talk about your car's extended warranty. Okay, here's another stew theory. Who the fuck is holding the camera? Amber's a killer. Richie's at the bowling alley. He's at least out of town. Who's holding the camera during that scene? And also, he's there. So, yeah, that's definitely, I mean, that's got to be a third killer. I wouldn't call It Follows elevated horror. Every movie but the last one? Is there going to be a movie in the future without Sydney in it? Is she going to die right before the last movie? That's probably reaching. But poor Steve. See, I fat finger my phone all the time. I would fuck that up and type like burrito or something, and I'd be dead. I know this one, you fuck. Man, if that's Stu on the other end of that phone right now, he's real pissed. Maybe that's his whole goddamn motive, even though it's the millennial motives are incidental. The millennium, the millennia. That's his whole motive, is that nobody remembers him. All they ever talk about is Billy. I'm kidding, but that kind of was the motive in Scream 4. You know, she was all like, everybody's like, Sydney, Sydney, Sydney. That was dumb. Bad decision. My boyfriend's big and he plays football and he'll kick your ass. I'm really good at computer stuff and like have hacking skills and typing skills and home app skills. I actually forgot where he is. Or she. Look, I always just call Ghostface a he, whether it's a female or not. I don't know why. It's just habit. Sound like he was going to say boner. See, that's acting. Like, I feel really bad for her right now. Ah! He's badass right here. The way the camera pans up. Watching this the first time, I was like, oh, fuck. Here we go. Owie, potatoes. You're never going to ride a bike again. Oh, fuck. Or jerk off with your left hand. Or whatever women do to themselves. Oh, fuck. And then you got a little bit of the clumsy ghost face, which I actually like. But this scene, how badass is he right here? Yeah, that's totally, 5 foot whatever Amber. Sure. Oh, Jesus, right in the kidney potato. Fuck. I do love that even though the lights are outside, Ghostface doesn't give a fuck in that scene and he just goes for it anyways. But see, yeah, he's all the way... He's in Modesto, which I wonder how far Modesto is supposed to be from Woodsboro. I'll have to Google that shit. This is the first soundtrack song. Not the best opening needle drop for a Scream movie. Definitely could have done better, in my opinion. But maybe that's just a musical taste thing. But there are some good songs on this soundtrack. I can't believe you're taking your pills with energy drink. Fucking your heart's gonna stop before Ghostface ever kills you. What was I Googling? Oh, Modesto to... Woodsboro's a fucking fictional town. What am I doing? Yeah, Richie, you're being that guy from Waiting. Who's like, are you mad? Are you mad? Can I cover your double shift this afternoon? Sup, you frosted tipped fuck? She's got great eyebrows. The convenience stores of Speedway. Sorry. Are you okay? Shit, I'm not supposed to ask that. All right, look, we're in a work shortage. There can't be that many people working at Cardinal Lanes Bowling right now, Richie. You guys can't just shut the whole place down because you want to be a good boyfriend. Oh, Alkaline Trio, needle drop right there. I love me Alkaline Trio. I love me some Alkaline Trio. That's what I meant to say, I think. I love, by the way, that it pans down and it's all the teenagers hanging out outside the high school. Just like perfect screamism. I fucking love Liv, man. I don't feel like she gets enough credit. I do like all the kids though. I think the Hobbs and Shaw joke coming up is really bad, and at first I was like, oh fuck, but I love every one of these kids. I thought they did a great job. Yeah, sorry, Liv's the most attractive one out of everybody, men included. Kyle Gallner's building him a nice little horror resume. Oh yeah, that was a terrible joke, Chad. Stop it, Chad. And you put your fucking belly button away, hippie. That's your first red herring. Chad's bruises. That's one thing about this too. Everybody says that Richie and Amber being the killers is way too obvious, but I feel like they dropped enough red herrings that if any of these people were the killer, it would have been obvious. You know what I mean? You'd have been like, his bruises in the beginning. Everybody knew. I knew it from the start. So I do think it's not the most surprising thing, especially since we all had crazy ideas of how they were going to do this movie. And again, one of the things I said about it was it just ended up being a Scream movie, but it was a good Scream movie. But it didn't blow anybody away or try anything insanely crazy. They just made a solid sequel. And it just depends, I think, if that was enough for you or you walked away disappointed. I know some people did, and I understand, but for me, it was still enough. But yeah, Kyle Gallner was in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Um, he was in motherfucking the chick with Machine Gun Kelly, where she eats dudes but is super hot. Basically, Megan Fox in real life. Megan's Body, and other shit I'm forgetting. In the script, they dropped Xanax in this scene. Will you just touch it? Just touch it one time. Yeah, so mind your fuckhole, pal. Oh, look, Elm Street. I just now noticed that. They just passed Elm Street. That would be a really awkward situation. Oh, that's that. I don't like you, bitch face. And we both know it. Why don't you mind your fucking business, Amber? I don't, even if you weren't the killer, I'm like, fuck you. I'm very well aware that I have a drunken shitty mom who was, by the way, in the script, the original script for this several times, just drunk about town. Just a drunk lady about town. I do find it weird that they purposefully took the inhaler and took it back to the house, but Amber goes out of her way to ask if she has the inhaler. It's like that hiding in plain sight sort of deal, I guess. Damn them some eyebrows. They're good though. I'm not complaining. This is a really great performance scene from Jenna Ortega right here. I think she kind of stole the show a little bit sometimes. I know I keep going back to the script, but I just find it fascinating. They explain the scene a little bit better. This is like an all ages area of the bar that's connected to the real bar. And the script, this was the first appearance of Dewey. He was in the bar drinking, but Dewey wanted them to take out some of the him being an alcoholic scenes because he just didn't think Dewey would do that. And in this scene, Kyle Gallner actually beats the shit out of Dewey, leading to a completely different death scene for Kyle Gallner. He beats the shit out of Dewey and then takes off on the road, and then Ghostface shows up in the middle of this empty road and kills Kyle Gallner's character there. And again, if you guys want to go deeper into that stuff, there's a whole video. I'll link it below of the every difference between the Scream 5 script and this actual the movie that we saw in theaters. But hey, creepy guy. Hey, Chad, who the fuck said Michael Myers was ugly? That guy looks like he hangs out at Applebee's like every night. They make it seem like it's all like the TikTok with your Applebee's and your Oreos, but it's really just fucking dudes like this pissing on the wall and screaming, fuck it. Seriously, in the short amount of time Gallner had on screen, I thought he killed, though. I really like it. I think he has a Jason tattoo, too. I'm pretty sure. There it is, the red right hand. I was so fucking juiced to hear that in the theater. I don't think I've ever said juiced before in my life. Stop showing off for your friends, son. I'm gonna lick your butt. I mean, kick your ass. Yeah, that is a Jason tattoo, I'm pretty sure. Guru. I love this death scene. It's just a quick boop. Boop. I like to do that to people. Just walk up to him and poke him in the nose and go boop. Ghostface does that here, only it's a knife in his fucking neck. Boop. There it was. Got you. See ya. The music just makes this scene. By his red right hand. Hey, there's that knife clean off. Where have you seen someone clean their knife like that before? I don't know. Inappropriate, Charles. Ghostface is also here. Oh, this is the first appearance we get of Billy Loomis. I think that vending machine had Famous Amos, which is the best fucking cookies. I will fight you. That's what you get for drinking tap water. You start seeing shit. He looks good. A little, you could just the naked eye picks up on the CGI a little bit, but other than that, he looks good. But they said that his hair doesn't naturally do that, so they had to actually like go through a whole process to get his hair to do that weird part in the middle fucking greaser thing that it does. I wonder if they chose her name just because it sounds cool when Ghostface says it. Is this Ken Kniff from Connecticut? Automata piece of shit. How'd you not hear me talking from behind the fucking door? Look, the stunt actor who plays Ghostface just has the moves down. I mean, it looks right. Again, yeah. I, I guess this scene could be Amber. Yeah, it's knocked over pretty easily there. Honestly, that was a pretty easy escape. By the way, you guys know who that guy is? That is the dude from Hot Rod. The one that's like, they're like, he's like, can I join your team? And they're like, you don't do anything. And he's like, don't I? And he starts doing the dance. Like, doom, 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 doom. He starts throwing papers at people. Same fucking dude. Honestly, within the first 5 minutes we met her, she seemed super fucking weird. By the way, I do want to say earlier I mentioned the height. I know everybody says Ghostface height doesn't matter in these movies. It's never matched the killer. I'm just kidding, but I mean honestly, they should sort of work on that a little bit. In the script, they also mentioned Mary Sue's, which apparently are characters in movies like small, like non-threatening people who suddenly are super badasses and can do a bunch of stuff. The script originally mentioned Mary Sue's in the horror genre in a negative light, but they didn't keep that in the movie, which is interesting to me because they kind of do that with Amber's character here. I don't know whose side I take in this because Judy would like I like her in the movie, but as a human being in real life, that whole like just uppity cop thing would get on my fucking nerves. But I do love the character, and she's super hot to me. But you know, I want to taste her lemon squares. You know what I mean? The food. Ah, oh, fuck! I got a ring of coffee on my stupid calendar. Oh shit! Here comes the awkward scene. You thought you were having a bad day. I'm about to fuck it up even worse. Mom fucked Billy Loomis. Huh? Yeah, you fucked around and found out. You played stupid games, and Billy Loomis is your dad. That's what you get for being fucking nosy. What I'm trying to say, Tara, is that you're a butt baby. That's so terrible. He's probably like got like oven mitts on and is like holding a birthday cake or like some lasagna or like has like some Starbucks in his hand and he just walks in the door all happy and then he just hears, I'm gonna tell dad that you fucked Billy Loomis and I'm not his kid. And the guy's like, God damn it. We laugh, but that kind of shit happens to people every day. See, I've seen people say that she's like wooden in this, and like I don't think that she is. I think she's doing a good job with the role. Jenna Ortega is me watching the Packers special teams in that 49ers game. Honestly, though, Samantha, I feel like you could have waited like 20 minutes, like maybe just a day, you know? Maybe. I don't know. You take your single fucking tear that you've had this entire goddamn monologue that I know some guys using an eyedropper to drip on your face, and you get the fuck out of here. By the way, this liquid death water is such a fucking jip. I had to buy it because I'm a consumer and I had to try it. It's tap water in a fucking can, man. And it's like $13 a 12 pack. I'm going to finish it, but I'm never buying it again. I actually love the way he says that. Does it freak you out that my dad's a serial killer? Yeah, a great deal, actually. That's a little on the nose for some meta stuff. But I still like the line. Because I'm Ghostface. I wonder if the whole Samantha versus Judy thing was just to create that. Hey, I couldn't figure out who the fuck was in that picture with Gail, by the way. I can never fix it. It looks like Adrian Grenier. I wonder if we're going to find out that that's their son. But maybe it was just a younger David Arquette. That's what somebody told me. But to me, it looks like somebody else. But I could be wrong. A lot of pictures of dogs on the fridge, I'm just now noticing. Dewey has a lot of dogs and cats. What is that about? I don't see a single dog or cat in there. Now, in the script, they focus a lot more on his drinking. Right now, he's pouring liquor into his coffee cup, but they don't show it like they did. That's a Golden Corral coffee cup that was stolen. It's adorable and almost and really depressing the way that he watches Gale Weathers every day. You know, as broken down as Dewey is in this movie, like emotionally, he looks fucking great. It's all that goddamn wrestling. If you guys seen David Arquette, he's ripped as fuck now. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, look, I know that people are like, you had to kill him because you had to get people to take it seriously and know there were stakes, and you had to use it as a reason to get Sydney back. But fucking kill Gale. You know what I mean? Like, honest to God, like I like Gale. I like Gale a lot. But if you got to kill somebody, who would fit better in the franchise going forward? It's Dewey, man. It's just Dewey. I don't understand why we killed him instead of Gale. Fuck. He's so good in these scenes. See, the way he can be a dick to someone's face, but also like the sweetest guy ever. I'm gonna miss that in the future movies. I hope he just came up with that on the spot. The shitty Sam Elliott. It's a solid fucking mustache, Dewey. That's the thing too. Dewey's been stabbed 9 times. He got more fucked up than Gail easily. I know Gail got stabbed in 4. She easily could have died in 4, but Dewey's been fucking through it, man. Like, he's got the nerve damage, he's got everything. To have him be able to kill Ghostface at the end, if you flip that role and Ghostface kills Gail in the hospital, and then Dewey's the one left at the end, and he's like, "This is for Gail." Like, it just, him finally being the one to take out Ghostface, just for me, is just a way better arc. I just want to go to his apartment or his like trailer and just like go through shit and like touch it and like look at it like a child. In the original script, by the way, you see Sydney running with her kids here. In the original script, she's actually at her house getting her kids ready for school, and Mark from Scream 3 is actually there in the house helping her with the kids. I have a half a loaf of bread here and some whiskey. Can we shut the can we cut the small chat, please? The chit chat? I can't fucking talk. That's Ghostface behind her right there. I do love that line. Like, yeah, Dewey, I do know you. That's why I'm asking. That's a good line too. There's some underrated lines in this movie. If you guys saw the Scream 6 pitch video that I made, my hopes are that Scream 6 starts out with right after, like, immediately after the events of this movie, and Ghostface calls, and he's like, you thought this was over? Like, congratulations, you killed 2 more little high school kids or whatever. I know they're not high school kids, but well, one of them's not. But do you think that they did all this by themselves? And then he's like, I had to do something to get you out of the house. And then we pan to Ghostface and find out that he's at Sydney's house where Mark and the kids are sleeping. So Sydney, instead of being like, because that she's awesome and she's badass and she's not scared at all. She's like, fuck you, on board of this shit. But if Ghostface like was in the house with her kids and she's not there to protect them, then all of a sudden she has to become completely vulnerable to Ghostface again, and she has to be scared of what he'll do. So it kind of changes the whole dynamic. I would love to see that. I don't want to see him hurt the kids or anything. Yeah, that's not Dewey in that fucking picture. Is it? That's not Dewey. Who is that? Is that her? Is that their son? What the fuck? Is Adrian Grenier in the sequel? In the script, by the way, that was Tatum. I know I'm going to do this. I can't help it. But now that I've read the script, the original script, I've noticed all this shit. The fucking music, man. God, I got so hyped. This is probably my biggest Easter egg dork moment of the entire thing, was the bum 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 dun dun dun. The Broken Arrow music, man. Dewey's theme playing right there. Just fucking awesome. This is cool too. The whole Randy Meeks Memorial Home Theater. And that's where they screen movies in the house. I love that. There's Stab on the wall there. Or on the shelf. So many people were saying, oh, the killer's going to be Martha. And I was like, that's too damn obvious. I don't want some, family member coming out and be like, hey, I was the so-and-so of so-and-so. That is one thing I'm glad didn't happen in the end. that they did not show up with just some random family member and be like, I'm doing this because you killed my aunt, whatever, son, brisket, basket. I'm gay. Look at him, the handsome son bitch. that's that's probably the best line of the whole fucking thing, man. That was hilarious. God damn it, I'm gonna miss you, Dewey. Did he say he is or was Billy Loomis's accomplice? Accomplice? Just saying. I can't rewind it because we're in the middle of the movie, but it's kind of sounded like he said he's Billy's accomplice. Never said he's dead. I'm just saying they never said he's dead. Oh, they did leave that one in. Okay, there was a at the end of the movie they rant about the Mary Sue as well in the script, but they took that out. These movies are important to people. She's so good here. I'm just listening. I'm I feel like this rant was just the writers trying to write this without pissing a group of people off, and then they were like, you know what? Let's make the movie about trying to make a movie and how impossible it is to do that without pissing somebody the fuck off. And they've got a goddamn point. You know what I mean? Fans are gonna get mad about something no matter fucking what. And we're all guilty of getting way too emotional and upset when it comes to movies. At the end of the day, you gotta remind yourself, hey, it's just a fucking movie. But at the same time, you know, it's like those people who are like, everybody knows that Halloween 2018 was awful and not a single person liked it. And you're like, I mean, I don't care if you don't like it. That's cool. Like, you know, I get why you don't like it. I liked it, but you can't say that everybody hated it and that it was widely accepted that it sucked shit. I mean, critical scores positive, audience scores positive, money, they got it. Same thing with this movie. A lot of people are like, everybody knows Scream 5 is shit. That's just not the case. Even if you hate it, more people tend to like it than not like it. So I even like the way Dewey sits on the couch. This is where I think the this is the best Loomis appearance. That was awesome. He brought the same energy he had in that kitchen in 1996 right there. I love that scene. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, Judy, sheriff, drinking Chardonnay in the afternoon, about to go get in the car? Huh? You're day drinking Chardonnay and you're about to go drive your car. Huh? What an example you're setting. Maybe you're fucking Ghostface. Yes, hot mom. I hate pointless jump scares in movies. Like, you just wasted 35 seconds. But that's like in every horror movie. You're not going to be able to reach that later. Oh, Mom, you smell like Chardonnay. Honestly, it is kind of heartbreaking. Like, her and her son have such like a wholesome relationship. You know, they just seem like best friends. And the fact that he dies so heinously and she dies thinking that he's dead, you know, that's kind of what he deserves for using Axe body spray. That shit stink. That's a good looking Woodsboro right there. Just I don't know what the look is, but that scene had it. Judy. I don't know why he says it that way. Your dad? They really build her character well. Someone who calls people stinker or likes musicals and animated films. She's just a whole person. That's a good fucking line. By the time I see you, I've gutted your baby boy. That was a nice Ghostface line. I like sadistic Ghostface mixed with funny and clever Ghostface. Like the surprise when he's like, "You hang up and get it, I'll gut you like a fish." Like that kind of shit when he just comes out of nowhere with just some heinous shit. It's like, damn, dude, I thought we were having a civil conversation. Fuck. I like that. I just told you I don't like scary movies, dick. That's not enough. Shit's heartbreaking. Stop saying my fucking name like that, cocksucker. This is a great kill, though. Like, this is an amazing kill that we're about to witness because when she pulls up to the house, like, my mind is totally focused on what's behind the door. Has he already killed Wes? Like, you know? And, like, so you're not even looking at the path from there to the door. And then all of a sudden, boom! I've been hanging outside a fucking bush this whole time. And then he kills her in broad daylight, which is just fucked up. And she even screams help. He's just out there just fucking living his best life in front of God and everybody. Killed the sheriff right in front of everybody. So when I reviewed this, I referenced this to the Casey Becker death scene. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? That scene was during the day. It was at night. It's like, my point was the Casey Becker death scene at the beginning of 1996's Scream was so disturbing because her parents were right fucking there, skinny abs. My parents were right fucking there. I'm just jealous because I have a beer belly. My parents were right fucking there. And her parents were right there, and if she could just scream, she could get help, and she couldn't. To me, this kill is a lot like that. Not as good, obviously, nothing is, but it's a lot like that because she's right there in broad daylight. You know what I mean? In the middle of her neighborhood, on a nice day on her front fucking porch, and nobody sees shit. It just adds to the sucking fuck, the seductiveness of the whole thing. Seductiveness? Yeah, I think I got it this time. This death scene is so much better than they had it in the script, by the way. In the script, Ghostface gets in, Wes runs, and he gets his mother's backup gun, but Ghostface overpowers him and blows his brains out with it. Imagine not having this death scene in the movie, the one we're about to witness. And by the way, this death scene that we're about to witness was inspired by Rambo 3. The scene where Rambo is forcing like the stick out of his side or whatever, and you can see it like going all the way through the skin, and then he lights it on fire and like uses gunpowder to light it on fire to cauterize the wound. One of the special effects guys said that inspired them to do this stunt, and that there's no CG or anything, it's all practical. I fucking love sriracha. That is the right equipment for sushi. I'm not a sushi guy. I once got sick off of it, and once you get food poisoned by sushi, you'll never eat it again. But I will eat cooked sushi. I actually don't like this scene, and nobody has 4 cases of Ben and Jerry on a cop's budget, all right? That Ben and Jerry shit's like $6 a fucking jug. But there's a Lemon Squares nod right there. But I don't like this. Like the whole like, oh, here comes the jump scare. Oh, here comes the jump scare. Getting a little too cute for your britches on this one, Radio Silence, though. I love what you do. I get the meta-ness of it, but I think it kind of sucked the air out of the room a little bit. Hey, that door was closed a minute ago. I'll investigate. And get my fucking neck stabbed in. Stabbed through. Stabbed. My neck stabbed. Get my fucking neck stabbed. I keep forgetting that I'm actually filming myself now. I'm like, damn, was I like picking my nose a second ago or like scratching my nuts? Heads up, 7-Up! If I put my finger in your butt, you're the one! Safety is so close! He's struggling too. Like, I doubt that this can be Amber right here. You know, because he's in good shape. You know what I mean? No offense to her. She's wily. Oh, God! Fucking cock and shit! Oh, it's what I call the dick dangler. Oh, it's just dangling there. Oh, it's just skin, Stephen. In and out. In and out. Oh! Oh! Fuck, it's so grody. That was awesome. That's a great death scene. One of the best in the franchise. I think I ranked it like 3rd or 4th. It was so clean. Here she comes to wreck the day. This is a heartbreaking conversation. Now, not this one, but she see I mean I like Gail. I just don't like her nearly as much as Dewey. This conversation between her and Dewey that we're about to see in a couple minutes is heartbreaking enough. You know, I think it's absolutely heartbreaking when you think about their relationship and everything they've gone through. And she's like, one thing you're not is a coward. Like, you just know there's some history, like, even if it's not the words, there's just something between those two there of all the stuff they've been through as people and through these movies and the characters. That's a rare, talk about meta, right? Fucking meta. Like, how crazy is that exists? She calls herself Miss Riley there, which is adorable. But, you know, that scene originally when they filmed it, David Arquette said that it was a lot more emotional, even for them doing it. But they didn't use that take. It is surprising to find out that Dewey actually left her, though. Okay. This is just good shit right here. Okay. So what I was gonna say was another reason why it should have been Dewey who survived is because like Gail's living her best life. Like she had some happiness there, right? Dewey didn't. Like he went through all this Ghostface shit, and he does get to redeem by saving someone else's sister. What happened to his little sister? I love Pizza Hut. Hey, it's Dead Meat James. They're called film fails on here. So disappointing, by the way, that that was our fucking Chrome Face. I wanted Ghostface to do some wild shit and wear a goddamn Chrome Face mask and use a flamethrower. But anyways, I think that was another thing that led people to. But by the way, that looks like absolute dog shit. So maybe it's a good thing. But and that's Matthew Lillard's voice in that role, at least. I don't know if it was him in the Chrome Face mask. But what I was gonna say was Dewey just like he ended his life ended on such a depressing note. Like, and he's the type of character that I could see being happy. One of my favorite moments in this franchise is when him and Gail are actually married and they wake up in bed together at the beginning of Scream 4. I could see him being happy in the future. You know what I mean? He deserves that. God damn it. But how happy would he have been if Gail died at the same time? I don't know. That's a good question too. So, what are you gonna do? Don't get in the fucking car, Dewey. Don't go. There's another scene that talks about his alcoholism that he didn't want in the movie, where on the way there, as kind of a last act of heroism or like self-discipline, he reaches in the glove compartment to grab a flask, and his hands are like shaking, and he puts it back and closes it, almost to say like he got over it right before he ultimately is gonna fucking goddamn perish in the next scene, which is a bunch of fucking goddamn horse shit. God damn it. Now, if you're wondering yourself, how the fuck is a hospital this goddamn empty? They do say in the movie and in the script that they rented out, they used an entire floor to try to keep what's going on here private so Ghostface couldn't get to her. But then that's why Ghostface killed Judy and Wes. So all the cops were gone and they were there. So that kind of adds to, if you're wondering why this hospital is so fucking empty. Not like the end of Scream 4 where it made no fucking sense. People are just doing all sorts of crazy, wild, goddamn ridiculousness and there's no cops around. I should have eaten before I did this. Should have had something else to eat. My stomach's growling. I'm afraid it's picking it up. So hopefully not. If so, I apologize. Sorry, I just got a really important text. I have to answer this. Did you guys just fucking... What the fuck? I literally should not be texting in the middle of this, and like, I just hear Dewey go, should you really be making a phone call right now? That's some meta-ass shit, man. And again, like I told you, I'm fat-fingering the shit. I can't get this fucking text out. Sorry about that. Security guard's dad. I'm telling you, man, the franchise is going to suffer way worse without Dewey in it than it would have without Gale. I know I just keep bringing that up, but I mean, it's just right there in front of me. I can't not fucking think about it. All right. Now, as you know, if you watch this channel at all, that I'm a firm believer that the person we're about to see walk down this hallway dressed as Ghostface is motherfucking Matthew Lillard, that it is Stu. And that it will be revealed in Scream 6 that it was Stu. And I have a whole reasoning about how that works. I'll put that video link down below too in case you haven't seen it. And you're like, but he's dead, Mike. A TV dropped on him. Shut the fuck up. I don't know what voice that was, but another landline. There's a subtle, you hit me with the phone, dick reference here in a second as well. But yeah, just imagine in your mind's eye that this is Stu in a second. Did you hit me with the phone, dick? All right, tiny flesh wound. That was a fake door face hit. Dude, it's fucking like a goddamn Manute Bol Dikembe Mutombo size motherfucker is supposed to be Amber right here. Like, I know height's not supposed to matter, but don't tell me that. I think that's, I don't know. I'm just saying. Height doesn't matter, so you could play with that and pretend it wasn't, but I think this is Matthew Lillard, man. I think this is Stu, and we're going to find out that he's running the whole goddamn thing. What a badass scene, though. But I was going to say, a lot of people complain that the Richie thing was too obvious. You can't really say that because the same thing happened to Jerry O'Connell in Scream 2, and he wasn't the killer. He got the same exact flesh wound. Hey, just a moment to appreciate the amazing voice work of one Roger fucking Jackson. That was a great moment for Sam. She's like, now shoot him, Steve. Oh my God, my stomach is really growling. Richie, more like bitchy. Get up and walk, you fuck. You got hit in the head. See, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not buying that Dewey's going to struggle with Amber that much. Like, I get that he's surprised here in a second, but look at this shit. I mean, he really had to fucking fight her off. That was such a fucking awesome scene. I was like, yes, he's gonna fucking live. Because not knowing he's gonna die, it's like scary as shit in that moment. And when he goes, not today, you're like, oh, fucking thank God. And then you get this piece of shit. God, it was just so sad and just perfectly Dewey the way he says I do right there. Now, this is even in the script. They say Dewey walks and unloads the weapon as his feet crunch on glass. Like, they really shot this according to the script. The script and the directors worked together really well to make this movie happen, which you don't see a lot. But what a badass Dewey is in this scene, man. I love it so much. Damn, this should not... This shit... Stop the movie now! Oh, and how fucked up is it that it was Gale calling him? Make it even more depressing. Okay, he's literally taller than Dewey. Like, I know that height never matters in Scream movies, but you can't have it be Amber and have her be the exact same height as him, or taller. He's bending down to kill him. It's such a good death scene, though. Also, that is... Oh. Tits. By the way, that's a Ghostface kill in one of the video games he's in. People tell me. But yeah, right there in that moment, you're like, he can survive, right? He can survive. But then when he rips and then picks him up and then does both the knives, you're like, oh, fuck, he's fucking dead. Shit. I fucking hate it. That's the third time I've seen it, and I still fucking hate it. And all the times we've seen Dewey come out and be like on a gurney and be alive, just like hurt, they gotta come out with the fucking corner in the goddamn bag. Shit. Fuck. Salads. Ass. I'm screaming curse words because I don't want to cry. Now, the studio, I wonder if this will be in the deleted scenes. The studio was so uncomfortable with the idea of possibly killing Dewey that they made Radio Silence film an extra scene just in case they wanted to have him alive. And Radio Silence was so mad about it. They were like, we filmed like someone's fucking foot. And you could just hear someone in the background say, he's going to make it. But they were like, there's no way in fuck we were ever going to use that. So if I just gave you hope, I took it away. And I'm sorry. But yeah, let's be honest. If you survived that, it'd be pretty dumb. It's not like getting stabbed a couple times and a TV falling on your head. He got literally cut in half. So, fuck! Sorry. Sorry for screaming. Gail's like, it should have been me. Sorry, everybody. I know I'm annoying about that. I just feel the way I feel. Hey, Sydney. You would have been helpful yesterday. That was a little red herring moment to me for Samantha possibly being the killer. The way that she turned around and looked at them. Maybe that's looking a little too deep, but I don't know. I'll tell you this. You know, they really do. Like, where we know these characters so well, they did a great job. Just, this feels like what would happen. I mean, if this was a real life scenario, this is the kind of, like, just awkward, sort of morbid, like, reconnection they would have in this moment. Oh, I did legs today, and I literally can't feel my left one. I think I did too many. Well, it did once, so maybe it will. Like, I don't know, Jenna Ortega's kind of got killer vibes here sometimes. She's like, I'm never going to leave again. She's like, I know. Because I'll make you stay. But honestly, that'd be kind of stupid if she was the killer at the end and, like, just perfectly got. Well, I mean, I've seen crazier shit movies where she had Ghostface, like, actually come in her house and stab her. But why would they put on such a show about it? You know what I mean? Like, they would actually, like, just show them, be like, okay, now stab me here. They wouldn't actually, like, do this whole fake Ghostface attack. So I think that's one person that you can automatically scratch off as the killer, even though we do know, you know, who the killers are. I'm just saying. Play Parcheesi. I hear it's a game of skill as well as chance. Now, they are filming Scream 6 in Montreal, Canada. I wonder if it's going to be not set in Woodsboro. Now, they can go anywhere. Like, look at what they're doing with Halloween. They can go to any state and create Haddonfield. You could do that with Woodsboro. But I wonder if they do actually try to get the fuck away like they say they're going to. I saw someone ask why Samantha was such a bitch to Sydney and them. I think Samantha is just protecting herself because she knows that Sydney knows that her dad's Billy Loomis and fucking killed her mom and, you know, all this other crazy shit. So she knows that for all she knows, Sydney's going to come up on her and start fucking swinging. You know what I mean? That's what people in Kentucky do. So I think there's just a weird standoffish, like, I hate this line. That's a terrible line. I hate that line so much. Way too obvious out there meta-ness going on. She's like, I'd be like, the original what? The original person who was sliced and fucking diced? This isn't a game, lady! With your Union Bay t-shirt on. That line ties her to this franchise, by the way. You can't say, I can't sleep until Ghostface is in the ground because I have kids, and if I don't, he'll come after them. Because now, whenever Ghostface ever shows up, Sydney's going to have to, by rule, be there to stop Ghostface in the sequels. Or there's like, no, she decides she doesn't give a fuck about her kids, so she's not back. You know what I mean? If they wanted to write her out, it would have been pretty difficult. I don't think that's a problem because we're going to see Sydney in the sequels. But again, I hope they do something with that. By the way, who just carries around like trackers in her pocket? Richie's pretty funny in this scene. I need my special gummy bears. That's a pretty good line. Yeah, this makes more sense. Like, if it was just her dad's necklace, I'd be like, no. But it's her inhaler. What are you gonna do? You gotta go back. Stu's house. That guy's eating Cheez-Its. This is where I think I decided, hey, I like Chad. He's a little bit deeper than meets the eye Transformers. this scene is a little kind of fucking pointless. Honestly, the way Amber gives zero fucks in this scene when she's walking down the steps, like she's not worried about shit being down there, probably a dead giveaway. Joyce Manor's one of those fridge magnets. They got a good song. It's called Heart Tattoo. You should listen to it. Ah! Just kidding. Are you guys gonna make out or what? Kiss her! How do you know I didn't just eat a can of tuna fish? You two quit the grab ass and get back upstairs. And honestly, Mindy, you're not that smart because if you knew all about horror movies, you wouldn't be at that fucking party right now. Okay? I also like Chad in this scene. He's like, I can't have sex with you because you might be the killer. Yes. No. Yes. It's the color of your eyeshadow. Liv has the worst friends and boyfriend. Everybody is such a dick to Liv. She should have lived. Live her alone! I just fucking got that. Holy shit. I wonder if that was on purpose. Why are we always entering or exiting Woodsboro, for Christ's sake? That's the fourth fucking time. With our dicks. Yeah. What? Well, nobody told you had to fuck Ghostface, Sydney. That was a personal decision. I want some of those chips. Also, your uncle didn't get stabbed in that movie, Chad. Biddy's such a badass in that scene. I've never been that cool in my entire life. But I will say this. I'm listening for it because someone said, I saw on Reddit, by the way, the Scream Red's fucking awesome. Those people rule. But someone said that when he picks up the candlestick, you can hear someone at the party say, "What's up, Colonel Mustard?" This idea of using this app, I think they thought it was going to work out a little bit better than it did or be a little bit more intense. But I liked what they had in the script better. In the script, he just finds Ghostface covered in a pile of leaves. And he just sees his foot hanging out. He thinks it's Liv. And when he uncovers it, it's Ghostface there. Actually, I take that back. That sounds dumb. Ghostface just... Imagine him going outside, laying down, and covering himself with leaves like, haha, I'm going to get him now. You know what I mean? That's a little dumb. So I take it back. But also, so who's this killer? Because Richie's in the car. Richie's not there yet. This has to be Amber as the killer. You've got a varsity football player. And let's see if this makes sense as this being Amber. Cock shot! So far, it checks out. Yeah, she got the surprise stab on him. He hit her and knocked her right the fuck over a bush. And to be fair, I don't think Stu is here at this party. I think he's running shit. And I think he knew that Sydney and Gail would survive those two. Now, in the script, he beats the shit out of Ghostface. Ghostface pops up and stabs him, but he punches Ghostface multiple times. My fingers are so sticky. Another callback to the original Scream because he's within arm's reach of help. And as you can expect, does not make it. One, two, three, four, five, six in the leg. So seven stabs. Stabs 7 times. Survives. I'm glad. I like Chad, but he gave him the old 1, 2, fuck you. Jack Quaid is all of us old men in this scene. What are you doing having a party when there's a serial killer killing all of us? And again, they're girlfriends in the script, so when they're upstairs, they're actually making out. This reminds me of the old Bruce Wayne speech. All you freeloaders, please, get out. Hey, that guy's older than I am. Thanks, teens. There are children screaming outside. Or are there? They could have done a better job casting. Like, they usually just do such an interesting job casting everybody they cast in Stab. The Randy one was kind of disappointing. Though you can hear all their voices in the background. Why do I have Taylor Swift stuck in my head? No money, suit and tie. Should that have been on the soundtrack or something? I haven't even listened to that song. He was gonna kill you down there. You know what's weird is that we never see Ghostface like kill people not wearing Ghostface clothes until the end of the movie in all of these movies. You know, not even, I know that they do the reveal, like they're not going to show you before the reveal, but like when they do their flashbacks when they're talking about it, you never see like Ghostface not dressed up as Ghostface murdering anyone. Liv's great in this scene too. I love Liv. That's a bong. That's kind of fucked up because you are talking about her uncle. You should live her alone. Live. Should I be turned on right now? I don't know. Right there would have been the perfect mic drop for Youth of America. I'm just saying, Bird Brain fucking rules. Or at least that song does. They sure do say stew a lot in the movie that doesn't have stew in it. Something they've never done in the entire fucking franchise since part 2. Does anybody actually do that to movies you've already seen 100 times? Definitely thought Mindy was gonna fucking get it here. Glad she didn't, though. What the fuck? Like, why does everybody in this house have candlesticks? This is a great intense scene. I think they cut it off a little too quick. God, nobody checked their fucking pockets. Those pants are so tight, that gun would have been sticking out of them. If you watch Prom Night, you'd save time. Seriously, though, what a fucking... Like, I know people don't like this twist, so they think it was obvious, but that moment where she's like, I know, it was like, oh, fuckle-doodle cock. I did not see that coming. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Not at that moment, at least. Richie's like, can I just kill one person in this fucking basement? Yeah, I probably would have thought it was Richie too. And it was. Damn, she's got 2. I like that children are dying inside and they're like, huh, let's stand outside and make quips. This is a great scene, though. Just stand there and get shot in the stomach, why don't you, Gail? Also, someone could have at least called 911 while you're going in the house, or given her a phone for doing all. Yeah, but she did just get shot in the goddamn stomach, which we, by the way, glaze over for the rest of the film. I don't even think she goes to the hospital at the end of the movie. Let's just imagine it happened while we weren't looking. They took their cell phone and they called an ambulance, because if not, that's just the shitty friend. I'm even going to close the door behind me. How fucked up would it have been if she closed the door and a ghost face stepped out into the lawn and just like walked up to Gail and was like, "Are you guys stupid? No one's even gonna check on you. This is gonna be easy." And I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing stuff out. It's a Scream movie. I can overlook little stuff, but you know, it is true. Doesn't make it a bad movie by any means. Story can never be perfect. But I do like that Sydney's so fucking over it. She's like, I'm shooting the doors. I gave you a warning. But at the same time, what if someone, just like her dad was, has their mouth scotch taped and is on their knees tied up, and you just shot him in the fasticles? What if that was your dad, Sydney? How do you know? Oh, it could have been her. That could have very easily been, like, Sydney could have just shot Tara in the face. I'm having a moment of doubt. Those aren't umbrellas. Those are weapons. Hey, fuckface. That could have been an innocent victim. I love the wait. Oh, there you go. You finally got one. I was really hyped during this scene because I was like, "Oh shit, it's Ghostface!" is maybe the best line. But I was hyped during this scene because I was like, "Fuck yeah, Richie's not the killer." That's great because I like him and maybe he'll survive. He has a Matthew Lillard-esque vibe to him too. But oh no. I was also thinking it couldn't be anybody else at this point. Oh, in the side. That fucking hurts. And then he twists it. I hate the twist. Jack Quaid's a good actor, man. Stop it! I fucking hate the knife twists. It's weird that I didn't see that in your front shirt pocket sticking out the whole night. Stu's son. Just kidding. Honestly, is anybody else super. Now she's turning on. She's trying to go full Stu mode. And I like it. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. I don't like it. But I like it. But Amber goes full on fucking buku nuts for the rest of the movie. See what I mean? Yeah, I just left her out bleeding out on the fucking lawn. I'm sure she's still there. I guarantee you this entire script came from them having trouble writing this entire script. If we do that, we're going to piss off these people or these people. With nuts? Oh. That's a cool idea that I think's overlooked. That they wanted it to be based on true events. This line makes no sense right here. What Amber's about to say. Right here. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a villain, but you're gonna kill her. Who's her fucking parents? Number one. In the script, by the way, she mentions her uncle was friends with Billy and Stu. They omitted that. Yes, you can. Right after it ends, you'll see. I'll fucking show you. I haven't seen a single steak in this entire film. Oh, you stabbed her in the stomach again. Some people do feel that way. He kind of sounded like James Janice right there. Let's see the numbers. Or whatever it is. Who could be calling on the fucking VTech? Does it piss anybody else off that you can't find the voice changers anywhere? Like actual good ones? I just need Roger Jackson in my pocket. Oh, fucking crutch to the face. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. I've been drinking green tea all day. You gonna bring the devil out of me? I'm done. I'm sorry. Ow, she punched her in the cast. Hand sanitizer? Her face looks totally gross here in a second. Hand sanitizer looks nasty on your face. See, everybody says that that's how they know that it wasn't Stu in the hospital because she admits that she did it. Of course she's going to say that in that movie. A, she's not going to give up the Stu thing. B, she's saying it just to piss off Gail. But see, Dewey didn't die like a pussy. He died like a fucking man. He got his stomach ripped open. I thought he took that shit like a champion. Yeah, see, she's going too far into it for me. I think she's just making that shit up. And also, stop spitting on me. Yeah, Dewey couldn't overcome her power, but Gale could. Ah! I feel like this has happened to me before. I do love that line, though. And by the way, I say that because she died the exact same way Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, Samantha, despite how you feel about Melissa Barrera, and I like her in the whole movie, but from here on out, she's a fucking badass. It's good stunt work there, too. Whoever's doing it. Is there scotch tape around that umbrella as a throwback? By the way, I don't like this. Like, I don't. Like, I get that she has visions, but why would her visions tell her where the knife was? And stop talking, just grab the knife. You're gonna give it away. Jack Quaid's kind of. Oh, in the mouth! He's kind of Jokerish. Look at this shit. Is it weird that I'm turned on right now? She's going fucking ham. The line in the script here was better, by the way. That's the noise I would make, by the way, right before someone slit my throat. But in the script, she said, he says something and she goes, "That's the sequel's problem," and then kills him, which I like better. Or we say, "Who's going to finish the movie?" or something like that. And she says, "That's the sequel's problem." Maybe it would have been too meta on the nose, I guess. I guess the bullet didn't come through the other side, by the way. So there's literally a bullet in Gale's stomach right now. He's definitely dead, everyone. She looked like a fucking like hamburger casserole. Hamburger helper. That's what I was going for. All right, everyone with wounds on the left side of their stomachs, raise your hand. Mindy survived. She just got cut on the shoulder. Kind of took her out of that last act altogether, to be honest. There was a lot going on, though. I get it. When I saw this, I was like, who the fuck was that? I can't believe he fucking survived. That's awesome. I don't care, but cool. But I still can't believe he fucking survived. No, this one just has a bullet in her stomach. Just give her a blanket. The other one needs a stretcher. She got knocked over a couch. Do you have a cigarette? She does always survive. I didn't ask you about your writing career, Gail. I do like that line, though. Do you Sudoku? But first, you're going to have to go to college and have some people die, and then become a 911 operator or like a therapist, and then they're going to find you, and then you know how it goes. All right. They're there on the back of the hospital bed. That okay. He's like, "Good job, killer." They're still there on the back of the hospital. Not hospital, ambulance. Well, no, you were stabbed in the stomach. You should at least get a fucking tetanus shot. He turned it. He turned it. There's stitches that have to happen. And we pan back. I love this pull out. And I never pull out, but I love this pull out scene. It reminds me of the original. But they're gone. They're off the back of the ambulance. Are they in the ambulance? One of them was shot. Can someone please get them in a fucking ambulance? They didn't just disappear like fucking Luke Skywalker. I love Stu's house, by the way. If I was just like, and I love the For West. That's amazing. And in the old school Scream lettering too. It's beautiful. This is a great song too. Save yourself, fall out of love. That's it, everybody. Scream 2022 commentary complete. Save yourself, fall out of love. You sound like you're from London. You know, all right. So I was pointing, every tiny little thing out while we were watching that movie, and I was not shitting on things, but like, talking about little tiny things here and there. But let me say, at the end of the day, let's go down to the bay and get some hay. Also, I gave this movie an 8.5 when I watched it. It is. I'm I'm maybe closer to an 8. Upon the third watch. Like, I still like the movie a whole bunch. Like, and I think that, again, like I said before, I think that there was so much expectation going into this. People thought they were really going to do something wild with this. So I think a lot of the people who really just like hate it and call it like the worst Scream and shit, tell it to your opinion. That's cool, man. But I think a lot of that comes from the expectation that we're going to do something new and different here. And what they did was just a really serviceable, good job making it a good Scream movie. And 8.5 doesn't matter. That's a solid ass movie. That's something that you hope for when you go see a movie. Like, hey, if you told you before Scream, someone asked me if I told you before the movie comes out, are you going to give it an 8.5? Are you happy? I'm like, we're fucking happy, man. We're flying, So I think that Radio Silence did a great job with this. I'm happy that all the same people are coming back for the sequel. And again, like I said, you can check out in the links down below. I will put, there's a link to our Patreon. There's a link to the Scream 6, my pitch for Scream 6, which brings Stu back and exactly how that would happen. And also for some of the other Scream coverage. I'll just put the whole playlist down there, but check that out. And guys, later today at some point, I don't know exactly how this is going to come out, but I'm also going to put out, I'm going to break down all of the deleted scenes and new facts and little tiny details that we find out from all the special features on the new Scream. I've already pre-ordered it, which you can do on iTunes and Amazon. So look forward to those videos. And that was fun. I had a good fucking time. I hope you guys did too. And I love your fucking faces. Please click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in you.